back to Nuffy Cat. We're so glad that you can join us today. I was very curious today if there's ever been a kitty that's gone to outer space. Have you guys ever thought of that or heard of a kitty that did go to outer space? I wasn't sure at all. And I found out that yes, there is a kitty who went to outer space. Just think of that, Nuffy. Yes, there's been other kitties in outer space. Your species has been there. I think that's pretty amazing. The government of France had a space program that there was a kitty who was selected who got to go to outer space successfully. She ended up being called Felicette, and I hope that I am pronouncing that right. She originally was a stray kitty in Paris, and so she had been found and brought in, and she was actually the only cat that we've ever had that has been successfully launched into space. But the fact that there's one is just amazing. So she was successfully launched. She was trained for a couple of months. And to do so, they had to do some things that are somewhat questionable, perhaps to today's audience, and myself included, and I won't go into that here. But she did manage to go into space, and she landed successfully too. So on October the 18th of 1963, she was launched in a Veronique rocket. That was a type of rocket that had originally existed in World War II that had been adopted for space. She stayed in outer space for 13 minutes, and 5 of those minutes she was actually weightless. She had to be trained and specifically monitored for that. You can only imagine. Humans have to be too. But she did successfully land, and she was one of 14 kitties, female cats, that they had selected for possible space flight. She's the one that made it. Her original name was called C341. She had a designation. They didn't want people to get as attached to the kitties as we are now. The public had named her, though, and the public ended up naming her Felix. Then the organization that was in charge of her basically feminized that name since she was a lady and became Felicette. So she's been commemorated on postal stamps all around the world. And there's even a statue with her likeness that's on display at the International Space University. I think that is just amazing, and I wanted to find out and share it with you guys. I was so curious if that's ever happened. And it turns out, Nefertim, that there's a kitty that's been into outer space. Yes, what do you think about that? Yes, he might have liked her. Maybe he would have said, ooh, a lady kitty. I am starting to put together some series, and as you're seeing, yesterday we were talking about cats in the White House. Today we're talking about her. I'm going to be putting together a series of videos about famous cats in history and ways that cats have been a part of human history as well. And I hope that you guys will enjoy that. I think it's absolutely fascinating. I'm a history buff myself. I am very fascinated by history. And those were the people who lived before us. And I'm always very fascinated by how they really lived and how they thought and what was going on in their generations. You know, the society we have is a result from all that. So I hope that you guys will enjoy that. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Oh my! Well, thank you all so much for watching this video today. If you like the content of our videos, don't forget to take those paws and paw that like button. You can paw the subscription button and you can paw the notification bells so that you can see all of Nuffy Cat's videos. Well, thank you all so very much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.